In today's Minecraft video, I'm going to be making a luxury commercial spaceship filled to the brim with cinemas, restaurants, and even 2 sports stadiums. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So I'm going to start building with this thing and just do that. And now that this sphere is here, I need to flatten it. I have a flat circle, but the thing is, this ship isn't going to be a circle. It's going to be a lot bigger. I have successfully cloned half of this, but I still need to do that for the rest of the ship. But for now, I'm just going to fill this entire thing with smooth quartz. This is 1/2 of the ship done for the base. This is gonna be massive. Seeing as this is gonna be the back, I don't know which side I started on, but I'm just gonna say this side will be the back. This is where some fuel rooms and a military area are gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna add some entrances to the fuel room just because they kind of need one. And now that the entrances are here, I kind of need to fill the place with fuel. Just like that, the dark matter room is done. Now this back end of the place is ready for building in, but the rest of the ship isn't. I'm just going to fix up the front so that the front is how I want it. I have changed the front to be how I want it, but now I need to do all of the walls for this entire ship. So that's going to take a while. I have the base of the walls done, so I should just be able to. Okay, so now all of the walls in this entire ship are done. Or maybe not all of them. There could be more. Wait. How much taller does this need to be taller? I hope it doesn't need to be taller. Okay, so since I wanted to use the smooth stone, but the 1-layered floor is smooth quartz, I'm just gonna build it a layer up. Okay, so this is the storage room. I think Big Guy got put in there by accident, but yeah, it's also on the other side as well, the exact same storage room. So yeah, I made a wall here that basically ends this what is going to be a military section. And this whole area is going to store aeroplanes, but I'm not very good at building them. Before we do any more work on this project, I just want to give you guys an idea of what I want this place to look like. On the front, back, and the wings of the ship will be military areas. On the very center, it will be a shopping mall. On the edges will be some hotels. And for the rest of the ship, it will just be some fun stuff to do and hang out and stuff. Yeah. Now this front area is going to be very hard because I need to fit a military section and I also need to fit the driving area. So this is the very front, and then there's gonna be a military section like above it. This is how it's gonna be until this area on top of there, or maybe like this area as well becomes military. Yeah, like this isn't my military area again, so I can just make it. But yeah, I made this path up, and then this area can be used for whatever it will be used for. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do right now. But at some point I'm gonna have to fill in this massive gap. So that's good. Now all this progress is great, but there is a bigger thing that I need to do on the outside of the ship. You see, it's not very realistic for the edges of the ship to just be straight lines. I feel like it needs to look a little bit more like a spaceship. The bottom of the ship, it's not very realistic for it to just be like this. It probably needs to go down in layers. And also it kind of needs to be brighter so that I can see it. Okay, this looks very weird on the bottom, but whatever. Okay, so I have finished the bottom of the ship, which automatically means that I finished the roof. With this area ready, I think it's time to build the walls. 2 wings are done. This one will be my wing, where my military area will be. And on the other side, it will be Carrot Empire's wing. Carrot Empire is another YouTuber who does Minecraft videos, except he doesn't really edit them. But yeah, go sub to him. So now that the wings are ready to be built in, I think I'll start making some of the other things that will go on the inside of this ship. I have just added a little door to this place because eventually there's going to be a giant chipmunk sitting here controlling the entire ship. I'm not sure how much I'll trust it, but hopefully it's safe. So the floor of this hotel is done, and I'm going to start working on other parts of the inside now. I have added a ceiling to this place, so now basically the only thing I need to do is add the interior. I also decided to spice up this wall a bit, but just ignore the fact that these flowers would die in space, and then it will look cool. Okay, so I added all the stuff here, but I'll also add some stuff up top so customers can see what there is to buy. And that is the kitchen area done. I keep working on random things in this place when actually I should probably just map out where everything's going to go so then it's easier to build it in the first place. Okay, the stadium is now finished. So I have now also finished the basketball pitch, and both of these sports pitches take up a lot of space in the community ship. I have built this entire place. The interior is completely full. We've got some paintings basically showing what will happen to you if you go to the bar. And yeah, we can go here. You see we've got pure poison, weakness, coughing, pure alcohol, alcoholic lemonade, and being eaten. Yeah. So that's everything in this bar, and we can move on to the next thing. It really bugs me how they spelled grey wrong here. Like, why? What's the point in spelling it wrong? There's going to be a McDonald's here, and since it's quite small, I will do another bigger McDonald's because everyone loves McDonald's. There's also going to be KFC and Subway and stuff, so keep watching if you want to see that. Okay, my game just crashed, but I came in clutch by ending the recording whilst it was on the saving world bit. So luckily I kept the recording and I didn't lose the recording of building Soup's illegal bar. Here's the finished McDonald's. We've got some tables. We've got this area where they're making Happy Meals, and then we've got this massive McDonald's sign. So yeah, I'd say it was pretty good. This area is basically just going to be a bunch of market stalls and no proper builds, so I'll just quickly do it all now. Something annoying which happened is these slimes keep spawning here, so that's not the best. I have filled this place up with market stalls. I've added a little path thingy that I detailed, to just connect them all up. And I also added a well, but these slimes are just really annoying. And I also don't want to place string everywhere or turn mobs spawning off. So I'm just going to leave it for now. Now I am building this swimming pool area, but I'm just going to skip through all the time of me building the other swimming pool area as well, and also this aquarium. This pool is now done. It's got some changing rooms and some toilets. And I also built the other pool which has a hot tub and some more toilets. Well, let's go, a wolf spawned here, so I'll just tame it, I guess. I also just built this nice little DJing area where you just party, I guess. I don't know. Time to build more restaurants because they're fun to make, starting with KFC. The KFC finished, basically just a kitchen and then a bunch of seats. So next up I'm going to build Subway. So yeah, this is the place, and it's basically just got a kitchen and some chairs, and then I made some more banners for the sign. It's not really that much, but it did take quite a while. Oh, I forgot the roof. I'm actually going to make this path a bit wider so that it's easier to see the shops here. This area over here is quite empty, so since it's green, that means I need to build something naturey here, which I will do. So this is the forest that I've added. Very simple and looks like normal Minecraft, so that is good, and we can move on to whatever we're doing next. So next up, I basically just want to complete all this area because we've done most of that area. And then once we've done all of it, then we can move on to the second floor. As I said, after multiple days of work, this area is finished. We've got a cinema, or not a cinema, we've got a natural area here, a cinema, no, that's the theatre. Here's the cinema, it actually has two cinema rooms in it because this one. And then over here there's a massive open space where I just built a massive parkour course that looks really ugly for no reason. And then down here I added an advert and a weird floor pattern. Oh, and you can't forget about the aquarium. So now that I've built this parkour course, I guess I'll give it a try. That's all the 1 block jumps done. And I missed the 2 blocks because I just held sprint and didn't stop. I forgot to mention I made this little bed thing next to this control area because there's going to be a giant chipmunk living here, and now there's also going to be tiny chipmunks living here as well. So yeah, that's cool. I'm going to build this nature area and also destroy this entire nature area and just restart it. I have made a little forest here, and apparently the lava has burnt down the tree, but whatever. Then over here we've got a tiger, a dark oak forest, and a pale garden. And the little slime that spawned somewhere over here is now inside of the nature reserve area, so I have no idea what it's doing there, but I want to name it so it doesn't despawn. There we go, Slimy Loblob. It's a bit of a weird name, but it works. So I finished off that side, but what about this side? Now it's less finished, so I'm going to finish it off and add to the restaurants with more than just Soup City, Bull Bar, KFC and Subway. And just like I said, this area of the ship is done. I did add some more restaurants because that's where restaurants were supposed to go, but I kind of just ran out of ideas, so I stopped doing fast food ones. I did a curry restaurant, a steak restaurant, a cafe, and then I realized I hadn't done a pizza one, so I did that. And there's also this grass area with a playground. So there's this slide where you climb up the ladder and you walk down. And a spinny thing I forgot the name of that doesn't move. Anyway, what's actually left for me to build? I don't actually see too much. Now there are still some empty spaces on this floor, but the moorland stuff, I kind of want to do that with my friends when I convert it to bedrock, so we're going to leave that for later. So the next thing to do is add the seating and then map out the stuff that's going to go on the second floor, and I also need to build the stairs up there. I think I just literally ran out of ideas to put here, so we'll just add them as we go along, I guess. So now that I've represented everything in wool, it's time to get building. I guess if we're building a theme park, I'm going to start with some roller coasters and stuff, and that's kind of going to be it, because I don't want to spend too much time on it. This is a now completed theme park. It has 2 roller coasters, a fishing duck thingy, a haunted house, and this random thingy where you just stand here and then just jump on the sign blocks. Since we just did the theme park, I think it sounds right to do the water park next. I said, this water park is done. Filled with some bad water slides that don't even have water on and bump your head so that it'll probably start bleeding once you leave the park. One of these drop slides, which is like definitely not safe because you have like an inch of water for that massive drop. And lastly, this palm tree island thingy. So I guess next up we'll build, I don't know, the gym. This is the gym, and I also built another one. Well, it's actually just the exact same gym copied and pasted, but it counts. Also, there's this little baby axolotl swimming here, and it's kind of cute. But next up, I'm going to build these two nature areas. Cherry Grove, a jungle. Next up, I'm going to build this hospital thing, which I am not excited to build, just so you guys know. This is the hospital that I built, and this is the entrance sign. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Anyway, next up I need to build the second McDonald's. And as you can see, this is the McDonald's. Very underwhelming if you ask me. Just some chairs and tables and that stuff. Oh, this is the Rickroll arcade, because people like the Rick Astley game for some reason. Yeah. Next up, I'm gonna build these horrible looking music rooms. And I guess next up, I'll just finish off all these hotels. Now built 4 hotels. This one is the rustic one, which I built first, and I also built this more modern themed one. This one is my personal favourite. This is the cyberpunk one, but it's more like futuristic, mixed with a bit of like magic. And I really like how I used all the end rods and stuff. I think it turned out really well compared to the other hotels. Although the steampunk hotel definitely turned out good as well, although I did use quite a lot of ladders. But anyway, time to upload this world to Bedrock. You might be wondering why I would want to do this. I mean, why convert such a good world into a terrible edition of Minecraft? Well, this video isn't going to be all single player. Some of it will be recorded with my friends, and I can't really do that without converting to Bedrock. Now that I have converted my world into Bedrock Edition, my friend Kiri is going to help me build this mall. So, after being rudely abandoned, I finished this mall by myself. And last but opposite of least, we have built a giant ship. So as I said, Harb helped me build his military area. It is quite empty, but we did use quite a lot of the space compared to the other ones, seeing as how big it is. Anyway, this is my military area. I got a lot of beds and weights and random stuff over here. This one is Soup's. It's got some punching bags and random stuff over here. And last but not least is Super Jahan's. It's basically just, yeah, it's a bouncy castle and target blocks and training, well not training, like beds and armor stands and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Anyway, time to build the giant chipmunk, the final part of this project. And last but opposite of least, we have built a giant chipmunk. If you want more longer videos like this one, then make sure you smash that subscribe button and also subscribe to my friends Carrot Empire and Morris Boris. Goodbye!